Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you my top tip for personal financial management. Before I start, I would just like to put out a little disclaimer out there. I am a chartered accountant, but I'm not a qualified financial advisor. Also, in this video, I'm going to use some loose definition of certain financial terms. So, if you are studying for an accounting exam, or if you want a comprehensive personal finance advice, then this video might not be useful. However, if you want to improve your personal financial positions drastically, or if you want to improve the mindset in terms of managing your personal finance, then this video is perfect. I guarantee that if you apply this system consistently for a period of 6 months, your personal financial position will improve drastically. So without further ado, let's dive into it. My top tip for personal finance is that you have to imagine your life as an enterprise, and you are the CFO of your enterprise. And as the CFO of your personal enterprise, there are certain jobs that you need to do to look after it. And there are certain elements you must be aware of as the CFO, which is the Chief Financial Officer of your enterprise. So the first element that you must be aware of and must do is the numbers. So the numbers include balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statements. So what do I mean by personal balance sheet? Your personal balance sheet can be divided into 3 main components. So the first component is your asset position. So by asset, I mean your house, your car, it could be the book that you have written years ago, it could be your jewelry, it could be your current account, the cash that's sitting in your current account, or your stocks or shares, investments, or it could be your bike, it could be your computer, it could be your iPad. So literally have a list of all your assets, whatever that might be. And the second very important element is your liabilities. Your liabilities could be your credit cards, your mortgages, it could be your personal loan, any sort of debt that you owe to other people or other organizations. And then the third important element is your net asset, which is going to be the difference between your asset and your liabilities. So for example, if your asset is £1,000 and then you have your liabilities of £800, then your net asset position is £200. Simple as that. So it's a very simplified version of the proper balance sheet for a big organization. So for yourself, you could easily calculate, as long as you have the inventory of your asset, your liabilities, then you could calculate your net asset position very easily. And the second tool in your toolkit is the income statement. So as the CFO of your own universe, your enterprise, you must know how much you are making, so the total income that you are making, and what you are spending on. So how much you're making, how much you're spending, and the difference of that is your net profit or net income. Let me give you a very simple example. So if you're making £1,000 per month and you are spending £900 a month on various other personal things, then your net income is going to be £100. But if obviously you're spending £2,000 while you're making £1,000, then you would make a net loss of £1,000. So it doesn't have to be very complicated. The important thing is that you are aware of these numbers. The third tool in your toolkit you must know as a CFO of your enterprise is your personal cash flow statement. So simply put, it's a list of your inflows and a list of your outflows on a daily or monthly basis. And the difference between the two is your net cash flow position. So the concept is very, very simple. You just need to get out a spreadsheet and, for example, on the 31st or the 30th of each month, you get paid. So your inflow would be, for example, £2,000. And on that day, your outflow could be your bills, your rent, your mortgage payment, your other expenses. So your net position might be only £300, for example, on that particular day. And obviously the next day there will be more cash going out and perhaps some other income coming in if you have another income stream. So every day the position might be different. So it's very important to monitor your daily cash flow positions. So what I tend to do is to do a budget on a monthly basis, so a monthly cash flow forecast, and then by the end of each month I compare the actual inflows and outflows to the forecast cash flow statement, so I know whether I'm on target or not. At this point, you are probably getting a bit stressed out and you probably wonder, gosh, how much time do I have to spend on all of these numbers? Actually, it's not that time consuming at all if you set it up. So setting it up might take half a day. So just take out your spreadsheet, literally have a comprehensive list of all your assets and liabilities, and then you will know your net position at that particular point in time. So once it's set up, then it's just a matter of updating it on a quarterly or monthly basis. So for the balance sheet, my personal balance sheet is normally updated only semi-annually, because as a person, my position is not going to change dramatically every month. So there's no point keeping an eye on it every month. So I tend to spend perhaps 2 hours per quarter or a few hours every 6 months to monitor and update my personal balance sheet. Obviously, if you are managing a big multinational organization, you probably will have a team of 50 or hundreds to do these numbers. But we are talking about a very simple personal financial management tool here, and there's no need to overcomplicate it. The income statement is something that you can look at maybe semi-annually or annually as well. So setting up may take a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, depending on how complex your financial situation is or how much you've got. But I tend to spend, again, a few hours every quarter or semi-annually as well on this. Cash flow statement is it depends on your personal circumstances. You might want to keep an eye on it every month or even every week or every day. So for me, every month, 2 hours a month is more than enough to look after all 3 elements. The most important thing to remember is to actually start doing it straight away, because it's the awareness, it's the consciousness that you need. I'm not sure if you've heard of the law of attraction, but according to the law of attraction, the number 1 rule is that what you focus on expands. So if you focus on your net asset position, your current net asset position of £200 will increase dramatically if you start paying attention to this number and actually start tracking and monitoring and updating it. So after this video, you go and find a quiet place, your favorite place. It could be a cafe, your kitchen, your office, your bedroom. Literally take out your laptop, take out your spreadsheet and start recording your personal balance sheet, understanding your own income statement, and start managing your personal cash flow statement from today. I guarantee you, if you do this consistently over a period of 6 months, your personal financial positions will definitely improve. So what's the second element that you as a CFO of your enterprise must be aware of? It's a business plan. When you think about business plan, you probably are thinking about the 50-page document that covers everything from your business strategy, business idea, financial forecasts, competitor analysis and all that. It does not have to be that complex. In fact, on a personal level, you just need to understand what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to achieve it. So the what is in relation to the goal setting, what goals you want to have and why you want certain goals, and what actions that you need to take to achieve your goals. So I do have a video for you on goal setting. I will include a link in my description box down below. Please do check it out if you want to understand a bit more about goal setting. Apart from the financial elements that you need to be aware of, there are also other equally important non-financial elements that you need to manage and look after as the CFO of your own personal enterprise. For example, the mission statement is all about who you are, what you are passionate about, and what you care about, what's important to you, and what kind of impact or a difference that you want to make to the community, to your family, to the world. So this element actually potentially can take a lot more time to understand than the financial side of things. There are also stakeholders to worry about as well. The most important stakeholder in your enterprise, your universe, is obviously you. So you've got to understand more about yourself, what you are about, what makes you happy, what drives you, what motivates you, and what you don't enjoy doing, which are all linked to your mission and your values as well. And the other stakeholders could be your siblings, your parents, your family, your friends, your community, or the businesses that you are involved in, you're running, and your customers, your shareholders, your employees, for example. So there could be multiple stakeholders in your personal financial universe. And it's important to understand the needs and desires of your stakeholders, how you can help them, and what sort of roles that they play in your personal universe, and what's important to them, and what sort of value that you can add to the lives of your stakeholders. But the most important stakeholder is yourself. So that's why it's extremely important that you understand your own personal numbers, your own personal drives and values and goals, and your personal missions. So everything kind of starts from within. And the other element is the value piece. I have done also a video on values and goal setting as well, which I will include in the description link down below, so please do check it out. If there's only one thing you're going to take away from this video, it's what you focus on expands. So as soon as you get a chance, get out your laptop and open your spreadsheet and start recording your assets, your liabilities, and work out your net position, so that gradually you will have a complete suite of financials to monitor and track, so that you will know how well your financial universe is performing and how to improve the personal financial positions in your enterprise. On that note, I'm gonna leave you to you and your numbers. Happy number crunching, and I wish you a very prosperous and successful financial year. Ciao!